So before we talk about this one very interesting scenario unfolding right now for Bitcoin, I just want to wish you all Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday. Frohe Weihnachten an euch alle. Guys, we know the price of Bitcoin right now is approaching this one very interesting area because now the price has to decide in which trend duration it is finally going to be heading, because this here is the end part from the symmetrical triangle and the breakout is imminent. Yes guys, the breakout is imminent, so we want to find out whether it's going to be a breakout here like this or a continuation pattern here like this to the downside, because the price right now is at the end part from the symmetrical triangle and we want the price definitely to break here to the upside. But what are the probabilities? Because if you have been following me for a while, you guys know we are still below this upper line area from this diamond bottom. Diamond bottom is considered as a bullish scenario once we flip the upper line resistance into support. In our case, the upper line rejection is still happening, right? And also our indicator, the crypto on a buy sell indicator, is rejecting the price around 17,000 range. So in the medium short term, we are aware if the price manages to break this resistance into proper support around 17,000, then we are expecting this trend here to continue to the upside around 17,500, 17,600 before choosing another trend duration. Because we know guys, we know in a different scenario, in a different time frame, everything is pointing us, if we manage to break the upper line resistance which you have right now for Bitcoin around 17,000, then there is a very likely scenario that this trend is going to continue towards this upper line area before it chooses a trend duration. Because we have found out in the past price action, each and every time whenever we have broken the key line of resistance, we got attracted towards the top of this ascending channel here, since the price is exactly at the bottom line, which previously also acted as a strong line of support, as you can see here. So we want this exact support to remain, and price after that show this relief rally type of movement. So if we are going to see a breakout, price breaking out of the 17,000 resistance, then this Christmas rally will continue. Yes guys, this Christmas rally will continue towards the upper line area before choosing a trend duration. Because we know in a 4-hour time frame, also looking at this in a bit different way, I showed you yesterday the price of Bitcoin is actually flashing a very interesting movement, which is indicating once we flip the resistance which you have here in the medium short term around 17,000, right, the resistance which you have around 17,000 here in the medium short term, if we flip that into proper support, then there is a very high probability of price getting gravitated towards this previous temporary support line. Yes, this line here, this rising trend line, has acted as some very important line of support in the past price action. Since we have broken below it, this exact line could be attracting the price before it chooses a trend duration. So that's why now you can see, using this ascending channel, descending broad new wedge, using this diamond pattern, even this symmetrical triangle, we want this 17,000 resistance here in the medium short term to break at any cost, because breaking that means this trend here is going to continue. But if we fail to continue this uptrend, if we fail to break out of this 17,000, then this is also one bearish scenario which is unfolding parallelly for Bitcoin. I mean, if we look at this price structure here, we are clearly forming this head and shoulder type of formation. But in the past price action, we found out once the price, after some range bound, right, finally broke out of this key line of resistance, what happened? We had this very nice impulsive movement, and in our case, a very similar structure is unfolding. Price is facing resistance, and if this resistance is going to get broken, then we are also expecting a very similar movement like this. Break out from this key line resistance and then get attracted towards 17,500, 17,600 before it chooses a trend duration. But since the price is still below this key line of resistance, this has to be also taken seriously. I mean, the price of Bitcoin, right, should also be looked as head and shoulder like this, guys. Because if we fail to continue this uptrend, if we fail to break out of this key line of resistance around 17,000, then this is going to be turning out into head and shoulder formation, and breaking the neckline or breaking the support means we could be getting gravitated below 15,000, and that is exactly what we want to avoid. So please guys, please do not over leverage yourself here in the immediate short term and wait until the price closes out of this key line of support or resistance before placing any trade. But now I am going to show you one very interesting scenario which is flashing us a complete different price movement. So before we jump into this, before we talk about this weekly scenario, please guys, please destroy that like button if you haven't done it yet, and for those individuals watching it the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. But if you want to support me even further, you know, a comment would be much appreciated, because a like and a comment is going to boost the algorithm of the channel and also boost the motivation for me to create content like this in a daily basis. Thank you very much. Now, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin in a weekly time frame and simply follow this rising trend line, in the past price action during a downtrend, whenever the price of Bitcoin got attracted towards this rising trend line, what happened after that? The price after that started with this very nice impulsive movement, and this here is a very interesting scenario because the price is also exactly at this rising trend line and also showing a sign of support between 15 to 16,000 range. So if we are going to see another rally here just like from the past price action, then what must the price of Bitcoin do? In that case guys, if this is going to be another continuation here just like from the past price action, then we have to overcome this one resistance around 18,500, 18,600, because we know in the past price action this line, this horizontal line, was a very important line of support. But during this downtrend, when we found support at this rising trend line, we even had this relief rally, but this relief rally in our case ended after testing the previous temporary support area and then again started showing this corrective movement. So yesterday I showed you very clearly, if this here is going to be a trend continuation like this, more of a lower highs lower lows continuation pattern, which is considered as a bearish scenario, we don't want to lose the support which you have around 16,000 to 16,500 in the immediate short term, because if we lose the support, then this here, this bullish scenario which is giving us some sort of a hope, is also going to get invalidated, even though the RSI here in a weekly time frame is also flashing this bullish divergence. Yes, since the price is clearly in a downtrend, but if you look at this RSI line, the RSI is clearly flashing us a bullish divergence. You can see here the trend of Bitcoin is clearly indicating this downtrend, but the RSI is heading here to the upside, indicating, hey, there is a bullish divergence in a weekly time frame. I'm not trying to be bullish, guys. I'm being very clear, but I am showing you some probability what could happen if in the immediate short term we break the resistance around 17,000, and in a weekly time frame if we break the resistance around 18,500, 18,600 range. Because if you simply follow this RSI line in the past price action, when the price of Bitcoin was in a downtrend like this, you can see the RSI line also came around the oversold area, and after that we had this very nice impulsive movement, and RSI line also started heading towards the overbought area. Here price found support at this rising trend line, and also the RSI line was somewhere around this oversold area, right? And after that we had this very nice impulsive movement. So in our case, if you look at this price structure, this RSI line has already approached or tested the oversold area, and after that we started forming this bullish divergence. So in a weekly time frame, if the bulls wants to take control, then we want to defend the support which we have around 16,000 to 16,500, and also break the resistance around 18,500, 18,600 range, because by doing that we are going to invalidate all the bearish scenario which we talked here in the immediate short term for the upcoming days, and price could be slowly starting with this relief rally just like here from the past price action before, right, before finally choosing a trend direction again like this. So please guys, please be careful. Even though the weekly is showing some, giving us some sort of a hope, But please do not forget, in a monthly time frame, the capitulation phase has not ended yet, and even according to Wyckoff's market cycle, the price of Bitcoin has not formed a proper accumulation phase. But for the medium short term, we just want the price to break the 17,000 resistance at any cost if we want to continue this uptrend. Otherwise, this price structure, this price movement is going to play out as head and shoulder. Yes, head and shoulder is considered as a bearish scenario, and in that case the price could be getting attracted below 15,000. So these are some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup.